Good morning, everyone. This is Teacher Joanna, and I will be your teacher in Helen. Now, before we start our lesson, let us first have a review. What was our lesson last meeting? It was all about the tools used in gardening. Okay, very good. Now, before we start our lesson, let us first have these words. Are you ready? Okay, so let us all read blemishes. Again, blemishes. Very good. Package. Again, package. And then we have bruises. Again, bruises. And then we have price. Again, price. So the words are blemishes, package, bruises, and price. Now, do you know the meaning of the words? Okay, so let us know the meaning of the words, everyone. When we say blemishes, spoilage caused by cuts, deterioration, drying, handling, or poor storage. That is blemishes. Do you understand? Okay, so when we say package, wrapped bundle. That is package. Okay? And then when we say bruises, surface injury to flesh. That is bruises. And when we say price, amount of money paid or asked for the sale of a specific thing. So those are the meaning of the words. So today, we are going to talk about harvesting and marketing vegetables. So what are we going to talk about? Harvesting and marketing vegetables. Now, what do you want to learn? Okay, how can we harvest vegetables? What else? How can we market vegetables? So we are going to answer those questions at the end of this lesson. Do you understand? Okay, so now, are you ready to listen? Very good. So if you're ready to listen, sit up straight. Eyes on me, ears on me. Do you understand me? Okay, very good. So, things to remember in harvesting vegetables. So, these are the things to remember in harvesting vegetables. Okay? So, first, know when to harvest each kind. Okay? So, you have to know when to harvest each kind. Do you understand me? Okay, very good. And then, be ready with needed materials and equipment for harvesting. It is very important that you are ready with your materials and equipment for harvesting. And then, harvest early in the morning. So, the very best time to harvest is early in the morning. Do you understand me? Okay, very good. So, and be familiar on how to harvest, on how harvesting is done for every specific vegetable. You have to be familiar of how to harvest every specific vegetables. So vegetables are different from each other. That's why you have to be familiar on how to harvest them. Do you understand? Okay, very good. And then, use the right container for the right vegetables. It is very important that you use the right container for the right vegetables. Do you understand me? For example, not just vegetables but also fruits. For example, mangoes. So, where do you put mangoes? You put it in a big basket. Do you understand? Okay, or a bangkat. Okay, we put it in a bangkat. Okay, so also clean your products before arranging them in the container. It's very important that you clean first the product before arranging them in a container. And price your harvest based on the ongoing price in the market. Do you understand me? Okay, so those are the things that you should remember in harvesting vegetables. First, you have to keep you have to know how to harvest your vegetables, and then you have to be ready of the materials and equipments needed in harvesting. And then what time is the what time is very good for harvesting? Early in the morning. And then you have to be familiar on how to harvest every specific vegetables. And then you have to use the right container. So before you put the vegetables or the fruits in the container, you must clean it first. Do you understand? And when it comes to pricing, you have to base your price on the ongoing price in the market. Okay? Very good. So, here are the pointers in harvesting different vegetables. As you can see a while ago, we have there that you have to be familiar on how to harvest every specific vegetables. Now, these are the pointers, in harvesting different vegetables. Okay? So, okra, green beans, sigarilyas, upo, patola, cucumber, and eggplant are harvested when they are still young. So these vegetables are harvested when they are still young. Do you understand? What are those vegetables? We have the okra, the green beans, the sigarilyas, the upo, patola, cucumber, and eggplant. So lettuce, mustard, and celery are harvested before seed stalks begin to appear. So you have to harvest these vegetables before the seed stalks begin to appear. Lettuce, mustard, and celery. And turnips and radishes are harvested before they reach full maturity. So they are sweet and tender when young. So remember that turnips and radishes are harvested before, okay, they reach full maturity. So we have young, we have before the seed stalk appear, we have before they reach full maturity, and the last one when they are fully grown, and these are green peppers. Okay, so green peppers are harvested when fully grown. Okay, so they are allowed to ripen after harvesting. Do you understand me? Okay, so those are the pointers in harvesting different vegetables. Okay, there are vegetables that you should harvest when they are still young, before the seed stalk appear, before they reach full maturity, and when they are fully grown. Do you understand? Okay, so tomatoes must be matured, okay, and green before picking. They are allowed to ripen after harvest. So tomatoes must be matured and green before you harvest them. Do you understand? Okay, very good. So in marketing vegetables, always remember that packaging is important to protect the products from cuts, bruises, blemishes, and other injuries to maintain their freshness and good quality. Okay, the first step is packaging. Okay, for us to protect the products. Okay, and maintain their freshness and good quality. Next, we have pricing. So pricing depends on the cost of materials such as seed, fertilizers, pesticide, and cost of operations such as labor, transportation, utilities, electricity, rental, for profit or income. Okay, so packaging, pricing, arranging of products. So in arranging of products should look clean and fresh and neatly arranged on the table or bilao lines with banana leaves. Okay, so if we are marketing vegetables, we have to arrange it properly. Do you understand? And the method of selling can be wholesale or retail. So wholesale marketing is selling large quantity, while retailing is selling by kilos. Do you understand me? Okay, so those are the ways on how to market vegetables and how to harvest vegetables. Okay, so in harvesting vegetables, we have to keep in mind that we have to know how to harvest each kind. We have to be ready of the materials and equipments for our harvest. We have to harvest early in the morning. We have to be familiar on how to harvest the specific kind of vegetables. We have to use the right container, and we have to clean it before we put it in the container, and we have to price it according to the price on the market. And while in marketing, we have to package it, we have to price it, we have to arrange the products, and we have to know the methods of selling, whether it's wholesale or retail. Do you understand me? So there are vegetables that must be harvested when they are still young, before the stalk of the seed appear, okay, before they are fully grown, okay, or they are fully grown. Do you understand me? So what are the things to remember in harvesting vegetables? What are the things to remember? Okay, so we have to know when to harvest each kind. We have to be ready of the materials. We have to harvest early in the morning. We have to be familiar of harvesting each specific kind of vegetables. We have to use the right container, and we have to clean it before we put it in the container, and we have to price it according to the ongoing price in the market. Okay, so those are the things that we must remember in harvesting vegetables. So what are the pointers in harvesting vegetables? So the pointers in harvesting vegetables, okra, green beans, sigarilyas, upo, patola, cucumber, and eggplant must be harvested before or when they are still young. Okay, so the vegetables that harvested before the seed stalks to begin or appear are the lettuce, mustard, and celery. So the vegetables that must be harvested before they are fully grown are turnips and radishes. So the vegetables that must be harvested when fully grown are the green peppers, and the vegetables that must be harvested when they are matured and green are tomatoes. Okay? So how can we market vegetables? So we market vegetable by packaging them properly, pricing them, arranging them properly, and we have to know the method of selling, whether it is wholesale or retail. Okay? So what did you learn today? Today we have learned about harvesting and marketing vegetable. Harvesting vegetable, we must remember to know how to harvest each kind of vegetable. We must be ready of our materials or equipments for harvesting. We must know the right container that we have to use, and before putting it in the container, we must clean it first. And then regarding to pricing, we must price it according to the ongoing price in the market. Marketing vegetables, we have to package it, we have to price it, we have to arrange it properly, and we have to know the methods of selling, whether it is wholesale or retail. Okay, so if you really did understand the lesson, let us proceed to your practice exercise. Here is your practice exercise. Answer post-test letter A, page 110, and your evaluation will be answer post-test letter B, page 110 to 111. So don't forget to do your practice exercise and your evaluation, because I will check it, and this is your assignment. Answer pre-test letter A and B, page 105. Do you understand? Okay, so thank you for listening. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.